My name is Ashwathy Baburaj, and I was diagnosed with cancer, triple negative breast cancer, when I was 28 years old. We were just entering 8 months of our marriage, and I was diagnosed with cancer. So it was pretty difficult. I must say it was pretty difficult. So I used to keep self-examining myself after my mother was diagnosed with cancer. So she was diagnosed with cancer 6 years ago. So mine kind of was hereditary. I was not afraid of getting diagnosed with cancer, but then um, why take risk? Precaution is better than cure. So I used to keep examining myself. So after my marriage, I was kind of busy with all after marriage stuffs, and I uh, somewhat missed diagnosing myself. So there was a time when my husband was away on a tour, and when I was examining myself, and I found a small lump on my left hand side breast. So the way it appeared to me, I was pretty sure what it was, because I have heard a lot when my mother was undergoing the treatment for cancer, and I had done a lot of research when she was undergoing the cancer treatment, and even my mother feared of me getting cancer, because my granddad, my grandmom, all had cancer, so it was kind of hereditary, and so she had always made me self-examine myself. So I thought of not becoming my own doctor, and I decided that I would go and do a mammography. So as my husband wasn't around, and I could not tell this to my in-laws, that is my mother-in-law or my father-in-law, because they are very delicate, and I did not wanted them to fear or take any tension of any sort. So what I decided was to go alone and do a mammography. So I went to the scanning center wherein I had asked them to get my mammography done. They kind of told me that because of my age, I was just 28 then, so because of my age, they told me to go ahead for a small part sonography. They did small part sonography, and it was found that there was a lump. The doctor, she had given some doctor's name and suggested for an FNAC and or biopsy to be done. So I thought of not disclosing to anybody in the house, because I could not handle everybody all by myself, because I knew that they would panic. And once my husband came back from his tour, so I decided to tell him. I told him that this is the scenario, and there I am suspecting this is to be cancer, and we will just go and just take an appointment of an oncologist and then just check what he have to say. So I had heard a lot about Dr. Donald, because one of my friend's mother had undergone treatment from him. So I just decided to take an appointment with Dr. Donald, and I called the hospital and fixed an appointment. So we went to him, he examined me, and then he asked me to get a biopsy done. I did a biopsy, and it was as I suspected, it was found to be cancer. So doctor had decided my treatment as: first I would be given chemotherapy, then my lump would be removed, and then I would be undergoing radiation. So I was given 8 chemotherapy, and then my lump was removed, and then I went 25 radiation. So before chemotherapy, they had inserted a chemo put, which made chemotherapy much easier and of less pain. After everything finished, I was all okay. Even radiation had its own side effects. Whichever part I was taking the radiation on, that this was the part this was the area which I had undergone radiation. So till here I had my skin which went dark, and I was afraid if this stays like that or not. and then I had throat pains in the third week of radiation. I lost my appetite because I could not eat anything, so I could not swallow anything. So normally whatever I had was basically liquid diet, and because of that, yes, I did lose some weight. After once the radiation was finished, I was happy that I was getting my color back. The darkness was fading, and yes, my throat went back to normal and I could eat normally. And so my radiation treatment ended on July 2nd, and then I called Dr. Donald, and he suggested to meet him after 3 months. That is, I was scheduled to meet him in the month of October. So we underwent a PET scan, and then I met doctor with the reports. So everything was clear in the reports. My left side was completely clear, and he went and said, "Oh, beautiful report," and I was happy. But there was a tiny, slight little dot which we could see, even the doctor and I could see, on the right hand side of my breast, and I was like, "Oh, not again." Then so I would suggest to go for an FNAC. So I went to the doctor again, who did my FN biopsy earlier. So I went to her, we did an FNAC, we did a sonography first and then an FNAC. And after 2 days, we got my report, and I went all alone because I did not want anybody to come with me. So I just went there, I took the report in my hand, I just opened it, and I was very eager to know what it is. So I just opened it. It was written as fibroinosis or something, and I understood it as fibroid. But then to be very sure, I just googled it, and did mention that it is non-cancerous muscle growth or something like that. So if it is non-cancerous, I do not have to do anything with that. So all I did was I called Dr. Donald, and I informed him it is fibroid which is mentioned, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, it's fine then." So I asked him, "Doctor, do we have to do anything about it?" And he was like, "Hey, just chill, we do not have to do anything about it." He told me to send across my reports to him. I did that, and yeah, this is my entire story of me getting cancer in the year of 2019, and in the year of 2020. In the month of November, I was all clear with the reports. So, what did I lose because of cancer? I must say that I lost my long tresses, which I was pretty much obsessed with. I had this long knee-length hair which I lost, and that was the only concern that I had. Other than that, all I have to say is about the gain, the things which this disease taught me. So I had thought of starting a blog since long time. For 2 or 3 years, I was just thinking about starting a blog, and this gave me time to start a blog, because I started, there was a YouTube channel which I had, which was pretty much inactive from years long. I thought of making it active. I did dance videos. I was stronger earlier as well, but this disease made me even more stronger. I have become more confident, and I now know that come what may, with the willpower that I have, with the people that I have around me, I can do anything, and I can withstand any storm that comes in front of me. So that is something which this disease have taught me, this illness have taught me. All I have to say to people who are undergoing cancer treatment, or who have just diagnosed with cancer treatment, there would be people who would give you different types of suggestion. Do this, do that. Listen to your doctor. Whatever your doctor is saying, listen to it. Never ever become yourself doctor and decide that, "Oh no, ye aaya hai to chala jayega." No, don't do that. Visit a doctor. If you feel slightest of doubt or confusion, that this could be cancer, just visit an oncologist, take their suggestion. If you want, take second opinions from other doctors, whatever you do, but do not ever become your own doctor or let somebody else who is not a doctor become your doctor. Just remember that each and every problems that we go through, each and every illness that we go through, only have the power to consume you if you are weak here and here. Else, these diseases or illness or any problems in the world do not have any power to consume us. All I want to say is be brave. Never ever lose your willpower, because everyone will be coming out of it. All I have to tell to those people who are dealing with some or the other person in their house who have undergone treatment or who are undergoing treatment, be with them, be their support. Like I had my family, I had my in-laws, I had my husband with me, I had my friends who were there with me. So if you all these people want is just a support from you and just a push to deal with what they are going through. Just don't abandon them when it's your time to support them. So I take this time of dealing with cancer as a learning curve. I have learned a lot about this illness. I have learned that there is nothing to fear if you are diagnosed with this, and only thing you have to do is just take care of your body. Even if you are diagnosed, just listen to what your doctor says and always take care of your body. Make sure that you self-examine yourself and you do a regular health checkup, which is something which every one of us, each one of us just neglect. That should not be the case. We should be taking care of the body, our body, like we take care of our things. So for each and every person, if you have undergone this, just make sure you're creating awareness around others. You're just busting all the myths that have been followed by each and every person from yours. Talk to people who are more aware about this. Talk to doctors, get information, correct information from them and pass it on. So this is me. This was my story of me battling with cancer and then defeating it. All I want to say is stay healthy, be happy, and always take care of yourself. Bye bye.